Hi guys, I'm back with another book review series, and in the last series we reviewed Harry Potter and we covered the entire series. The next series I'm going to be covering in today's video is going to be the Percy Jackson series. Thank you for tuning in and please stay for the entire series. In today's video I'm going to be talking about Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief. So this book is mainly about identity, choice, and belonging, and the story of the Lightning Thief is about finding where you belong, learning things that make you different from others, but those are also what make you strong. Percy Jackson isn't just a problem child, but he's special, and he's thrown out of the normal world into the hidden world of gods, monsters, and ancient myths brought to modern day. That immediate shift makes the stakes higher and starts the book quicker. The main idea of this book is a modern spin on the hero's journey, and in this book, heroism isn't perfect, and it's not. It's basically about stepping up when everything feels down. The quest in this book, as I said, because it's hero's journey, is to find Zeus's master bolt, return to Mount Olympus, and prevent an all-out war between the gods. The true strength in the book is not about divine lineage, but instead it comes from loyalty, choice, and accepting who you really are. So that's what Percy shows, because he may not be the complete child of a god, but he's a half-blood and he still does it. So first, let's talk about the quest and being on your own. The first big shift is that Percy leaves the ordinary world and enters a place where danger hunts you down everywhere. The three of them, Percy, Annabeth, and Grover, they leave Camp Half-Blood to hunt the stolen bolt across America, and basically the safety net which kept Percy safe all along is gone, and he's not a middle school kid anymore. The book is a little bit lonely and terrifying, and the book is honest about it. And being a hero is about being scared out of your mind but still doing the right thing anyway. The next thing I wanted to talk about was friendship under pressure. Pressure increases as tricksters and tricksters and people who are coming in their way to despise them or block their path start coming and tricking them, and even their own parents threaten them to separate them if they don't do this on time. I like this because it's very realistic and it's not a perfect fantasy story, but there are some stakes behind it. The theme of the story is prophecy versus choice. Around the middle of the book, Percy is given a prophecy that says that his future will be full of betrayal, failure, and difficult choices. So this is a little bit scary in the beginning because it is, and Percy isn't sure how to react to it. Now he faces a real decision, whether he lets the fear of the dark prophecy dictate his life or he fights back with his friends and decides who he actually is. I like this because the entire series comes down to this decision, and it's a very big problem. The twist, however, is around the ending of the book, that Luke, one of the camp counselors that Percy trusted, is the one who has been sabotaging them, and he is a thief working for Kronos. So if you look back, the reader will realize that the shoes that Grover was given were cursed by him. So this makes you really want to go back in the book and find every conversation Percy and Luke had. And Luke's anger isn't completely wrong, because he's doing this because he believes that the gods are ignoring their children, and Percy refuses to let the bitterness and anger get to him and turn him into a villain. And this is the exact opposite to giving into anger, which Luke did. Because he chooses loyalty over evilness, he returns it, and in return he gets his final goal. So it's not about being the strongest demigod, but it's the choice he made and the choice he made throughout the book and the series. The message of this book is to scare your flaws away and don't let them defeat you, and know what your choices are and stand up for the people you love. So this book is basically over identity as a closing, and so will this entire series be about. It's a very good series, so I'll be covering it over the next few videos. And this book basically kicks off an entire saga, so it's pretty cool to see how the one book can become so popular, because this book was the most famous out of all the books in the series. So if you write your own stories, take familiar legends and put them into your book, and add a little bit of your own plot twists and things into your story. So that's all, guys. I'll be covering more books after this. Thank you for watching. Bye.